Kleber Battaglia, and I've been training martial art for more than 30 years. In the past 10 years, I've been teaching Wing Chun in Shanghai. Quanzhou, starting point of the Maritime Silk Road. An alive mixture of cultures and belief. Voodoo Chuan, a perfect fusion of 5 local Kung Fu styles. A Kung Fu coming directly from military strategies. Now, let's get Kung Fu wise. This time I came to Quanzhou, a once renowned port city in the southern east of China, a place which holds a very important position in the history of Southern Kung Fu until now. Quanzhou is a very cosmopolitan city and has been hosting many different cultures and has been home of many different Buddhist and Hindu temples, Islamic mosques, Christian churches. And you can really see the impact that they had on the architectural, but at the same time, at the life that the people live here in Quanzhou. During the Yuan dynasty, Quanzhou was the beginning point of the Maritime Silk Road. And even Marco Polo, when he visited here, he talked about how grandiose and prosperous this city was, and he even compared it to the great Alexandria of Egypt. Now we are inside Guanyue Temple. As you can see, it's still very active. Still, people come here for asking about their future. Guanyu was one of these legendary figures inside the Romance of the Three Kingdoms. And then in times, he became a god. And he's really praised by all martial artists around the world. So I also really love it, and I have a collection of Guanggong in my school. And it really represents for martial artists this martial power and loyalty towards what you truly love. Legends has it that Fujian is the home of the mystical Southern Shaolin Temple. But at the moment, there are 3 of them here in Fujian. I came here in Quanzhou to meet with the headmaster of this temple, Habot Shichandi.
Yeah. 2、3、4，收回来，这个步伐要小一点，要略夹，挺胸。 收腹，1、2、3、4、5，好，
哇，谢师傅，哈哈，你好，你好。Master Shi Chandin became a monk at a young age and has studied Southern Kung Fu for more than 30 years, and is currently the abbot of Southern Shaolin in Quanzhou.
我们南少林的武术，为什么会叫五祖拳呢？它是一名五拳，
五拳啊，
一名五拳是我们福建省7大拳种之一，是最有影响的一个拳种。
White Crane, Monkey, Luohan, Bodhidharma, and Taizu. Combining their strategies together as one and being powerful and dynamic in execution.
五祖拳最基本的，
对，
吞、吐、伏、沉、吞、吐、伏、沉、吞、吐。打一个拳头来扶，好，那沉一下就是一压，把你推出去的，是不是？ 当碰到人家要打你呢，你一个仆个城，我也不跟你打架。因为武术它不是打人的，
对对，
它是一种艺术，一种文化，
嗯，
无声的这种交流。
Which are very common in old Southern style. Tense and release, bringing down the force from down to up, like explosive, like you see that the way that he uses Dantian to release the kind of explosive power is very, very impressive. As you would expect from their reputation, Shaolin monks are incredibly strong. Every day, they train their body, like from legs, the core, and the arms.
听到没？对了，握紧，然后单脚勾着，勾着，对，然后下去，对，然后走，哦，跳起来，对，走，哇，对了，哇，good，哇，啊，站桩，吸，吐，脚尖要内扣，力是要从脚底开始往上发的。
It's very difficult to generate force and take it from the ground and be able to actually be strong to generate this type of power. They train really in a Shaolin way, having this like a strength and abilities and agilities, flexibility, power, really impressive. Nowadays, many people just do it for fun. They do it in the gym. But in history, people have to train it for survival. So they have to be incredibly tough to become the perfect fighting machine. The Luoyang Bridge, built almost 1,000 years ago, this 700 meters long, is the longest stone bridge yet existing in the world. It's important to develop a very quick way to cross the water to improve and extend the trading system. But at the same time, it shows how all the people here in Quanzhou get rich with this trading in order to afford such an incredible bridge. All this prosperity here in Quanzhou attracted the attention of local and foreign parents. They really struggled with this situation until the arrival of the historical figure of General Yu Dayou. Yu Dayou was a Ming general born here in Quanzhou in the 1500s, and he was really a key figure in the fight against the Japanese pirates. Wow. Liandang Shi, which literally means like the training bravery stone. Young Yu Dayou jumped from this stone down to train his bravery, which is something I wouldn't try to do. And on here also we have his handwriting, King, Mercy, Mountain, Heavy. So he wants here to portray his loyalty to the king. If you really focus, you still can feel the energy of the young general training his Kung Fu. Yu Dayou wrote a book on the history of weapons in martial art. It's called the Sword Classic. It was actually about the usage of long pole, because becoming skilled at using the long pole, one could also handle other long weapons.
当时呢，这个朝廷派他去打击倭寇的时候，路过荷兰，就到少林寺里面去看那些武僧的这些展示，感觉那些都不是正宗的功夫了，所以他就脱下战袍，拿一个棍出来演练，把棍术传给少林寺。
I have a kind of mixed feelings today about the Southern Shaolin Temple because from one side I knew that historical evidence point to the fact that an actual physical place for the Shaolin Temple never actually existed. But I can see the Abbot here, he does know Kung Fu, he's a real Kung Fu person, and he put a lot of effort in bringing the Kung Fu to the new generation, and I think he's doing a very good job. So if we want to Kung Fu to survive to the next generation, we need places like this.
先喝杯禅茶，静心一下，披茶论道。
哇，非常好喝。你的茶叶非常好了。
这个琴谱呢，就是我的老师通过45年的时间呢，整理、挖掘、编辑，来让人家了解我们的吴祖群文化。 老师是我们一辈子学习的榜样，学习武术啊，学习做人啊，学习做事啊。
你小时候为什么你开始练功夫吗？
当时农村小孩怕人家欺负嘛，那所以学好功夫，保护家里面的人，又可以强身健体，又可以修心养性，磨练你这种意志力。
武术的文化非常好的。
对
对对对。 There is a say here in Fujian for the people to enjoy their life, and it goes feast, wine, and songs. After practicing the feast for many hours myself, I also want to enjoy the life in the same way people here do. In Quanzhou, there is a very famous marionette theater, so I'm very curious to also check it out. Those masters move those marionettes in a very articulate acrobatics at the time of music and dancing.
泉州提线木偶戏的话，古称悬丝傀儡。据文献记载，自持于唐末5代。
哇，这个也可以动了。
对，2个头线，它是所有的木偶的生命线，还有前面的一条胸前线跟一条后背线。
All the motion they make them do is really impressive, and they have so many different type of characters back then to use in many different ways. They passed down from generation to generation. They're very secretive with all these kind of like performing arts. As in the Kung Fu is an indoor secret.
可以握东西的，放在虎口，试一下脚线走路。提起来放下去，控制好重心，你不能越走越低，最后只剩下半截了。阿弥陀佛，
阿弥陀佛。He can make you run. Wow. Wow. He can move every part of the body like he's an alive person. Bravo. And the funny thing is that it's very heavy Imagine for very, very long shows, they have to keep them and moving at the same time. It's very difficult. They can also move like a Kung Fu person. They can also imitate my movement. And, let's see if he can do this. Hey. Experiencing for the first time the art of marionette. It takes a lot of skills. The art of puppetry is a very old and ancient tradition, both in Europe and China. I'm very impressed with the amount of commitment and training they put into mastering all those motions, like really in Kung Fu. To me, this is what true art in the end really means. Wow. Wow. 再见了，谢谢。In Fujian, so many people love and practice Kung Fu. Not only the monks, but also normal citizens. I'm going to visit Master Zhang Xiaofeng. Zhang 师傅，好，你好，你好，我很高兴认识你啊。Master Zhang Xiaofeng really impressed me watching his videos on YouTube for his wide knowledge of the style and his usage of weapons. Wow.
闽南话怎么说？三剑起，练拉西，意思是从三战开始，一辈子都要练这套。所有五祖拳里面的全部。
为什么这个套路叫这个三剑啊？
它有三进三退，还有头正、身正、马正啊。你不要看它动作简单，但每个动作都能实用，都能够用在我们实战上面来。
The art of distracting the opponent. You want to trick the opponent. It's like you believe that you're gonna come with this and then actually you come from lower. It's just like, it's very important, especially we also see in modern sport combat, you need to really experience and train them on the speed and pressure so you can use all these kind of like mind tricks towards the opponent to gain a win. I want to see how the way he applies some of those application, yeah? So what you got, 我弟做了一个哎 再来一次这个 Pam. You see again, using a kick against a kick. But in the moment I kick, it's even not there for me to punch because it's completely on the other side. 这个是三角的步伐的。
三战呢？
哇，再来一次啊！哇，哇，真是管这个步伐非常好了哈。
别是在这个样子哈，碰不到了啊。但我们这个进来。你看它，三战的步伐很小，
对，
很小，呛，非常猛，步步进前嘛，天下无敌。
They have a traditional type of MMA. The way that they do the partner training is a very traditional conditioning type of exercise to develop a body training, as they call the Shenfa. They have a focus on how to use them in practice, where they go free and they do like up to a Sanda type of practice. And this, I believe, is what modern Kung Fu needs to pass down to the future generations.
走，咔啦啦当当，1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8，1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8，1、2、3、4、5、6，看。
It's kind of different in Guangzhou. Wow.
感觉怎么样？
哇，非常好。It's very heavy. You have to see through their eyes, and the way that they keep it is quite different.
有没有看一下？这就是我们的青狮。当时青狮代表着清朝清政府，所以他反清复明要杀青狮。后来呢，是一种民俗，是祈福，是一种福气的意思。
There is this connection between the lion dance, music, and performing art. Kung Fu is always going together in the Southern Kung Fu.
古青狮它不单单是一头狮子，它还包括了阵法。古代倭寇抢劫我们沿海的一些村民的东西，这边年龄大了，卸甲归田，回到我们泉州的农村的时候，为了抗倭，组织了很多我们乡村里面乡亲们，拿着我们的各种农具，应用排兵布阵的阵法，演练出我们的青狮阵。走。
Come on, come on, come on！ 哇，有转了！快！
So they are basically trying to reproduce the military tactics they use on the battlefields because they want to teach the kids to work as a teamwork. If every great warrior could work in a team, they would be undefeatable.
1、2、3。
This is West Street, and here is very famous because I find a lot of like typical snack. So I'm very curious to see what kind of nightlife they really live here in Quanzhou. Wow, really hard. Taro is good. It's a very small street. To train like close combat, you know, like wow, super cool. Wuxia or kind of like kung fu stories. Very old kind of like counter things for kids at school or also like for shops. In Cholifa, they also use it as a weapon. In Sicily, they have the best pistachio in the world. They're also famous for the coffee. It's kind of funny that here on the other side of the world, they kind of mix it together. Let me try. It's okay. Quanzhou is a place that you should at least come once in your lifetime. The topic of this week is why you didn't find your purpose yet, but I personally did. It's Kung Fu. This morning, Master Zhang has agreed to teach me the pole tradition of the five ancestor feasts in the beautiful background of this ancient Confucius temple. Oh, Zhang Sifu.
好，好了。
Good morning. Hello.
你好。1、2、3、4，走。yes。放长出去，把长，到这里变长了出去了，对，贴着这个腰，哦，贴着腰，对。1、2、3、4，唰，这脚不用推，
不用推。
这脚一转身，你看，这脚一转身直接送，才来得及。
所以从这边，
直接转，这脚不动，对，这样才快。
It's very important. You need to be able to use the body and the joints in a certain way to maximize the power that come out from the tip of the pole. It's very important to also understand the military strategies for groups.
我们就3个人一组进攻，比如我进攻进去，穿打突打进，然后对方如果冲上来超过我的棍，你们2个进去打，对，我就可以退下来或者是对方攻进来的时候，你们要保护着我，好。
It's very important to understand which weapons have to be used in different type of situation. You don't have only to deal with 2 people, you have to deal like with an entire legion of people. So the coordination of these things was very difficult to do, and that's what's also why the importance of Yu Dao was writing this manual and teaching to people how to use these different things for groups of soldiers. Hi.
我们现在到我那个展示馆去，我们那边有很多古老的兵器， 这条是我们泉州一条叫明清古民
冰
居，
清为什么？
老的房子，新的
新的老的要一起走哎
对。这个就山外山国术馆
啊，
这个
是山外有山。哇，很多的棍啊
我们练的棍就这个啊，
，very strong and stiff。
当地的这种针子木，流汗，
对，
汗抹
哇
有练过，它就会反光，它有生气。
，you need this type of quality. The wood is really nice.
欧洲文手党之蟹，
Those really are the core of the Wuzu Chuan.
台州河汉达尊，
哇，很多了。哇，哈哈啊，这个是工匠。哇，
然后
不可能，这个太大了。啊，啊，明白，对。This was the tool that was used like to bring like the goods, can also use it to fight. It's pretty cool. You can see always here they have this kind of connection with the civilian life.
架手，
哇，这个哇，
这个是很老的双刀的一种。
Look the way that also the shape here. They can easily fit two knives together, and they were hidden inside the sleeves, especially in the southern area. All the style use this type of knives.
藤牌，这个是老的，打的已经烂掉了，补了好几次了。但它这个工艺非常难做，藤条都要用手工去拨，然后旋转，然后拉，老师傅的手都各流血。
It's not too heavy because of the material that they use. Solid, but also very flexible because you can just move it around. You can actually cover all your body. That is why also here there is a kind of a hole, so I can see they will open and come at the enemy.
这是我们泉州的铁观音茶，茶就像一个人的一个心态，喝茶能够平稳人的心态。即将要分别了啊！喝下这杯我们这杯茶，欢迎你下次再来泉州。
哇，谢谢你啊！
以茶代酒，
哇，
欢迎
谢谢，哎，
祝你一路顺风。
好哦，谢谢你啊，真谢谢啊！你来香港也发给我微信了，
会
哎，
好，
哇，再见，
好，欢迎下次再来。
好。
Dating back 2,000 years ago, Chuanzhou people learned martial arts to defend against pirates and develop experience from the army. After the development of local kung fu and custom, we can see the marks of military martial arts and combat techniques. I can feel Chuanzhou's people's will to protect their hometown. And thanks to that, we're preserving those kung fu until now.